Okay, let's start with a question. What pops into your head when you hear Thailand? Crowded beaches packed with tourists holding up their phones, overpriced pad thai that doesn't even taste as good as it looks on Instagram, tuk-tuk rides that feel more like dodgeball than transport, or maybe endless lines at every famous temple. Yeah, we've all seen it. It's the Thailand that gets plastered across social media. The Thailand that makes you think, okay, maybe I'll go someday, but probably not now. But here's the thing, there's another Thailand. A Thailand that almost no one ever sees. A Thailand of secret islands where you could spend a day without seeing another human, mountain towns where time actually slows down, floating markets where locals shop like they've been doing it for centuries, and wild national parks so untouched, you might feel like you've stumbled onto a whole different planet. And the best part? You can still experience all of this in 2025, after years of tourist booms and the flood of travel bloggers everywhere. Today, we're going to ditch the chaos of Phuket and Koh Samui and dive straight into the hidden Thailand that actually makes you fall in love with this country. I'm talking about islands that aren't on the average traveler's map, towns that still hold centuries of culture in their streets, food that's way better than anything you'll find in the touristy districts, and nature that will make you forget phones even exist. Stick with me, because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly where to go if you want Thailand to feel like it's all yours. Everyone thinks Thailand is just about Phuket or Koh Samui, but here's a fun fact. Thailand has over 1,400 islands, and the vast majority of them are quiet, untouched, and ready for exploration. Take Koh Yao Noi, for example. It's just a 30-minute boat ride from Phuket, but the moment you step off, it's like stepping onto another planet. There are no clubs blasting music at 2 a.m., no tourist mobs elbowing their way to take the perfect photo, and certainly no overpriced souvenirs that make you wince. Instead, you'll find fishing villages that have barely changed in decades, mangrove forests that are home to herons and monitor lizards, rice paddies that stretch as far as the eye can see, and beaches that might as well be private. Rent a bike, ride through the fields, feel the wind in your hair, and snack on seafood that literally came out of the ocean that morning. It's Thailand like you imagined before social media told you otherwise. Then there's Koh Mak, a tiny island near the Cambodia border, almost completely untouched by modern tourism. Think of it as Thailand in slow motion, a handful of family-run guest houses, maybe 1 or 2 small resorts, and beaches where you could literally scream, "I'm alone!" and not bother a soul. The pace is relaxed, the locals are genuinely friendly, and everything just feels right. It's exactly the kind of place that makes you forget the idea of busy even exists. Koh Jum is another hidden gem, sandwiched between Krabi and Koh Lanta. It hasn't been hijacked by massive hotels, and the islanders are still the main players in town. The vibe here is slow, the people are warm, and life isn't measured by likes or followers. When you arrive, you're not a tourist. You're a welcome guest in a community that somehow stayed authentic despite Thailand's global fame. These islands alone prove that if you're tired of Instagrammable chaos, Thailand has corners made just for you. But Thailand isn't just islands. The north is an entirely different world, one that most travelers completely skip over. Beyond Chiang Mai and Pai, there's a hidden heaven that feels like stepping back decades. Nan Province, tucked away near the Laos border, is a prime example. Temples line the quiet streets, and mountain roads twist gently through misty valleys. Life here is slow, deliberate, and unhurried, making it feel like time itself has decided to relax. It's perfect for anyone looking to escape the heat, the traffic, or just the sense that everything is rushing by. Then there are the villages around Chiang Rai. Sure, everyone knows the White Temple and takes selfies there, but a few minutes outside the city, you'll find rolling hills dotted with tea plantations, winding paths through dense forests, and views so endless that you might question if you're still on Earth. It's not just about sightseeing, it's about soaking in a landscape that has remained mostly untouched, a place where mountains whisper stories that tourists never hear. And if you're up for a road trip, the Mae Hong Sun Loop is an absolute must. It's a winding adventure through caves, small towns, and untouched nature. The roads twist through misty valleys, pass by limestone cliffs, and lead you into communities where you might be the only outsider for miles. The drive itself becomes the adventure, and the cooler northern weather is a welcome break from the tropical heat that dominates the rest of Thailand. Bangkok's floating markets get a lot of attention, but honestly, most of them are more like shows for tourists than real markets. The stalls are packed with overpriced snacks, and locals are almost invisible behind the crowds. If you want the real deal, there are still markets where Thailand moves at the pace it always has. The Ka floating market near Samut Songkhram is calm, mostly visited by locals, and still runs like it did decades ago, with vendors paddling wooden boats stacked with fruits, snacks, and other goodies. Bang Nam Phuong Market, closer to Bangkok but tucked into greenery, feels like a village in itself. Here, you can wander, sample snacks, and watch locals barter in the way they always have. It's the difference between being an observer and actually stepping into daily life. Hidden towns also preserve history in a way you can feel. Sukhothai, Thailand's first capital, is a peaceful haven where ancient temples and ruins stretch across quiet parks. Biking through Sukhothai, you can almost imagine the kingdom in its prime. And the best part? You're likely the only one there, no crowds in sight. Lopburi, known as Monkey City, is a smaller town famous for old Khmer-style temples and, yes, mischievous monkeys roaming freely. Tourists visit, but not in the overwhelming numbers that plague Bangkok or Chiang Mai. Then there's Phrae, a city lined with centuries-old teakwood houses that somehow escaped modern renovation. Walking through its streets, you touch history rather than just looking at it behind a glass window. Thailand isn't just mountains and towns, it's wild. National parks remain unspoiled, giving you the chance to experience nature as it was meant to be. Khao Sok National Park is a perfect example. Towering limestone cliffs, vast lakes, and dense rainforest. You can stay in floating bungalows and wake up surrounded by sounds of the jungle, completely disconnected from the outside world. Erawan National Park, with its turquoise waterfalls, is beautiful even in the parts tourists see. But hike past the first few levels, and you'll find secret pools that feel like your private paradise. Keng Krachan National Park, Thailand's largest, is still untamed. Home to elephants, gibbons, and hundreds of bird species. It's a reminder that Thailand's wild side hasn't been lost to tourism. And then there's the food, because let's be honest, Thailand isn't Thailand without it. Everyone talks about pad Thai and mango sticky rice, but in hidden towns, Thai cuisine is next level. In the north, khao soi, rich, curry noodle soup, warms both stomach and soul. In the south, spicy seafood dishes hit just the right level of sweat-your-eyes-out heat that makes you grin through the burn. The secret? Street food in small towns isn't just cheaper, it's authentic. Recipes passed down through generations, cooked by people who actually care about flavor and tradition. Every bite is a connection, not just a snack. So why go off the beaten path when the tourist hotspots are easier to reach? Because travel isn't about crowded selfies and ticking boxes. It's about discovery, about stories that stick, about moments that feel alive. Hidden Thailand supports local communities, protects nature, and gives experiences you'll remember forever. Quiet beaches, local meals, untouched mountains. These are memories you take home, not just photos. And a few pro tips to make the most of your adventure. Travel during the off-season for fewer crowds and better prices. Ask locals where they actually go instead of following maps. Be flexible. Sometimes the best spots aren't even listed, and always respect culture. These places stay hidden because locals care, and keeping them that way is part of being a responsible traveler. So there you have it. Thailand isn't dead after the tourist boom. The islands, the mountains, the markets, the national parks, they're all waiting for travelers who actually want to experience the real country. The Thailand of your dreams is still out there. So tell me, would you rather fight the crowds in Phuket, selfie stick in hand, or sip fresh coconut water on a deserted beach in Koh Mak while the sun sets over the horizon? Comment below. And if you want more guides that actually take you beyond the tourist traps, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell. Thailand's waiting, and it's better than you imagined.